Hi guys and gals, welcome to Canadian Immigration Channel, and this is the regular digest with respect to visas and immigration to Canada and how they were affected by COVID-19, how the situation evolves, and what to expect for the future. I do understand that these short videos allow some of you to plan your future, so we're trying to incorporate as much information here as possible. Before I proceed further, let me just quickly remind you, if you're looking for us to assess your chances for successful immigration to Canada under one of the federal or provincial immigration programs, pilots, temporary visas, and so on, feel free to fill up the quick application. Click on the link cictv.ca/go, and we will be able to contact you and assess your chances for immigration to Canada. Now, first and foremost, with respect to immigration programs, provinces continue inviting people, and good news is that the more provinces open, the more restrictions are lifted, the more immigrants are invited. Best news so far is that British Columbia has invited a number of applicants for BC PNP, and some of those applicants were from abroad. So I do understand that many of you were following the news that Manitoba is taking this people, Saskatchewan is taking somebody else, but the point is, what I want to see is those provincial programs which are taking people from abroad. Remember last week we said, hey, Ontario has finally reopened. It's not that Ontario was not taking people at all, right? The point is, it's taking people from abroad. Those of you who are outside of Canada, most of our viewers, I believe, are outside of Canada so far, and British Columbia is starting to take people from abroad as well. We are following with other provinces because I'm expecting that there would be good news in the following weeks from Alberta, because Alberta is about to reopen, except for Calgary and metropolitan area of Calgary. The rest of the province is starting to reopen. With respect to Ontario, well, we are continuing to reopen as well, and Ontario has announced its draw for Ontario Tech Pilot. Now, those of you who are in tech occupations, remember before we were speaking about NOC codes which are applicable for Ontario Tech Pilot. You are welcome to apply. Ontario is taking you, and it's a good idea for those of you who got IT occupations, especially experience for the last 5 years, to reconsider your Express Entry profile and see if you will be able to portray yourself or present yourself so that Ontario will look at you favorably and invite you. Now, for those of you who are worried about the current situation with nominations from the provinces, well, Ontario is taking the lead again, and I hope that other provinces will actually catch it up with respect to the situation with your employment. Many of you were sending us emails, many of you were telling us that, look, we're worried with the situation because we were employed, we were laid off either permanently or temporarily. What will happen with our provincial nomination? Now, Ontario, as I said, is taking the lead in here, and what Ontario is practically doing right now is saying that, hey, by the way, for each and every person who is applying through employer-driven stream, we will be verifying this employment if the position actually exists. Now, if you were temporarily laid off at the stage where we just invited you, right, we will give you 90 days and we will recheck whether you are back to work or not, right? Now, for those of you who were laid off permanently, unfortunately, well, it's not going to work. Now, another circumstance is the situation where Ontario has nominated you, you applied with Express Entry, right? You are in process and you were laid off, because remember, for you to keep up with your nomination, you still have to be with the same employer. And if you were laid off temporarily, great news for you is that compared to the rest of the provinces, Ontario is saying, hey, we understand the situation, we will continue supporting you, provided that it was a temporary laid off, right? So that employer is expecting you to return back to work. Now, if you were laid off permanently, Ontario will give you a grace period of 90 days to resubmit your application with a new employer, and in fact, they will not withdraw your application, they will just reprocess it and continue supporting you. For those of you who are looking for good news for study visas for September, I'm not sure what to tell you yet. There are no good news except for the rumors, it's just rumors, don't take it otherwise, that some of the universities are considering that at least first semester, which is starting in September, might partially or fully be delivered online. Now, this news were coming for domestic students, but equally it could apply for international as well. We'll see how the situation evolves. Keep it up. And with respect to the global arena, it's just interesting to see how Canada is not bulging to this tremendous pressure from inside and outside to reduce the number of immigrants it's attracting compared to the other countries. While our southern neighbor is kind of notorious for closing its gates completely and entirely. If you look at Australia, another popular immigration destination, Australia has decided to drastically shrink the number of skilled immigrants it's looking to attract. That's not the case in Canada. We're still trying to stay strong, and we understand that you as potential immigrants are those pillars which will help us to build the economy back and return back to normal. Now, hopefully the numbers with COVID-19 in Canada will continue decreasing as they are right now. Knock, 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 of course. Keep it up, guys. Stay safe, and hope to see all of you in Canada.